Chamber members. Welcome to Monday Minute for Monday, August the 17th, 2020. I hope you've been enjoying the great Saskatchewan weather and enjoying some summer weekend and these wonderful weather days this week. A couple of items for you. Specifically, the Canadian Chamber has issued a release related to the federal government and the things that they can do to support women and foster economic growth, specifically related to the challenges that women are facing related to the pandemic and COVID, talking about how women are impacted the most, whether it's through their jobs, through their own companies, or of course on the childcare front, having to be home often with their children. So there's 5 things that they're recommending that the government consider to support that economic growth and foster a well-being for women in the workplace. A safe return to school, of course, for the kids is a critical element to getting them back to work. Improved childcare options to maximize a woman's participation in the workforce. Interesting idea to extend the eligibility of the Canadian Emergency Wage Subsidy to include hiring in-home childcare so business owners can return to work. Track and break down the data on federal funding programs to see how many women are actually taking advantage of them or can take advantage of them, and if not, why. And earmark recovery funding for upskilling and reskilling of women. So we've attached the report for you. It's an interesting little bit of a read. This is an initiative through the Canadian Chamber's Inclusiveness Committee that's advocating for issues related to women. So it's an interesting bit of a read. And I happened to be in Saskatoon last week for a medical appointment, and it was interesting that it's not just Walmart that is requiring that consumers wear masks. I happened to see several other locations that had mask requirements for customers. So I just want to be sure that you're thinking about it, or if you are out and about and you see other businesses starting to pop up with mask requirements, that you consider that and perhaps even have some in your vehicle so that you're ready in case those things pop up. There's also resources on the Canadian government's website for COVID, for signage, high risk items, medium risk, low risk, things to make sure that you and your staff are aware of, and to consider that if a business asks you to wear a mask, that you make that consideration. So also we wish you a great week in business this week. We're going to get started with our Chamber on Tax in September. We'll have information out for you that way. And I hope you enjoy the great sunshine today. Have a good week.